Hey everyone, I'm here with Breno, and we're going to talk about some of our time working together. We've been working together since, how long has it been? A few months?
I think it's been just over 2 months. Yeah. Like 2.5, 3 months, just
Great.
about.
So pretty short time, not too long. But man, in that time, we've seen some pretty incredible growth and some pretty incredible changes in your business. So excited to talk about that. And thank you so much for coming on.
Of course, man. You're welcome. This is a pleasure for me as well.
Oh man, love hearing it. So yeah, let's dive in. Tell us a little bit about what things were like in your business before we started working together. I know you're a pretty experienced coach, so you've been doing this for quite a few years, but I know that you were having some challenges. So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a little bit of background. I've been doing personal training now for about 5 years. And, the first year and a half, I was working at a small local gym that kind of got me started. And then I moved into a different gym that was more rent based instead of percentage. And, that's kind of what I've been using for the last few years to generate leads. They get someone to join the gym, and then I do a free assessment, free consultation. And I've been able to do pretty good with that. It's been paying the bills, but taking it to that next step was I couldn't really see myself into that next step. I didn't know what it looked like. And it was quite frustrating because especially as I got more into the business realm of things, not just the coaching or, the helping people exercise, I started realizing that for me to have that consistency in my business, I really needed to have consistent leads and being able to get people naturally, not in a way that I had to run this huge campaign or like do something that took ridiculous amounts of time. And it was a part of my business that really scared me, if I'm being honest with you, because if the gym shut down, what do I do now? I'm pretty much not out of a job per se, but I'm not able to take it from point A to point B, which is big global brand, where I want to get some of the things we talked about. But yeah, so it was
100%.
frustrating. I was very frustrated knowing how to generate leads,
Yeah, and I think that's something that as coaches, that's something we've all experienced at various points in our business, right? When, like I always say on these interviews, when we start out as coaches or trainers, we're excited to help people. We learn the ins and outs of how to train clients, how to get results for people, how to teach people exercise and all the rest of it. But we kind of don't realize the importance of the other side of the coin, which is communication, how to generate leads, how to convey the message to prospects that you actually have something that can solve a genuine problem in their life. So it's been a real pleasure to work with you to develop that skill set, and it's already making a huge difference. And it's been great to see you make leaps and bounds in your business over the past couple of months. So thanks for sharing that with us. Secondly, I'd like to ask, now that we've been working together for a couple months or a few months, what are things like now? What's the difference in your business? What have you noticed that's changed?
Oh man, I mean, there's 2 points to this question that I would love to highlight. The first one being in the business, or rather, no, the first one being more in me. It's more of having the confidence there of, let's just imagine the worst case scenario. I lose all my clients and I'm back to maybe 50% of what my normal income is. I am not afraid anymore. I'm not fearful that when people leave, because it will happen, you don't work with people for the rest of your life, that I have someone in my corner who's helping me build the confidence to be like, it's okay. And I can actually focus more on taking care of my clients instead of being stressed about when, if they go away or if something like that. So on that end, personally, for me, it's removed a mountain of anxiety, kind of like the one behind you there. That has kind of away. And every once in a while you get hit with the little hills of anxiety, but I just remember to myself, I have someone in my corner who can help me. And it's an amazing feeling. It really is.
Yeah, man.
And then the other aspect is my business, you know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off there, but I have to say it's a pleasure to be in your corner, man. It's a pleasure to be in your corner and see that growth and see you, develop into, a better businessman, right, and a better coach, just by learning this new entire skill set. And it's really great that it can put your mind at ease in that way. You always know how to have a reliable, consistent way of always having more people ready to bring into your business, right? How to find more people to help and just genuinely, I guess, offer your services in the right way. That's transparent and honest, and it's just going to be it's clearly communicating that you can help them and you can lead them to the outcome that they're wanting. So that's really great. And so as I said, didn't mean to cut you off there. Go on with the second point.
No, you're good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the second point being like business, how it's helped me in my business. I operate now in a little bit of a different system where I've allowed more. My income hasn't changed, but I've allowed more room and more space for me to create, which as trainers and coaches, if you're really passionate about what you do, it's what you spend most of your time thinking about is how can I optimize the system for clients? And, doing the semi-private model that you've taught me and kind of having different options for different people, just depending on where they are, has allowed me to have more free time and also service them more. So it's been amazing, man. Like I don't work in anxiety mode all the time now. I know that I have a day in between to kind of rest, recollect, focus more on administrative stuff. And that was within the first day that we worked together. You told me to do it. I went all in and I did it. And I don't really see myself going back to working 5-6 days a week like I used to. But what I'm proud of is it's more helpful to the clients. It's not less. It's helpful for both of us. So
yeah, absolutely. It's more valuable for the clients. I mean, and this is a problem that most in-person PTs and coaches experience. It's that they get a lot of clients, and they get their calendar filled up with one-on-one sessions. And there's kind of, they build a ceiling for themselves. They build a bit of a glass ceiling where they can't take on more clients because their schedule is full, and they can't really make more money either, because it's hard to put your prices up without giving more value. So we've been able to work together to consolidate your business into a better model where you can help more people, make more money, and free up more time for your other business generating activities, which before you were neglecting.
Yeah. And to be super clear, like to me, it's always been about the clients, is how can I service the clients better? And I'm doing that. I'm not doing this system at the cost of the clients. It's literally like it's helping them as well. So I want to highlight that because it's super important for me personally, and hopefully to somebody who's watching.
Absolutely, man. That's so great. And I love it. So next thing I want to ask is, what's been your favorite thing about the coaching and the way we've done things together?
Other than just simply how I think we interact very well. It feels very organic and it feels natural. It's not like you're trying to keep me longer, if that makes sense. It's not like salesy. It really is just like, hey man, what's going on this week? What do we need to work on? All right, let's do it. And it's been very simple. I've worked with a coach before and it just seemed a little complicated. There was a lot to learn, but your systems have allowed me to kind of know that we're getting together every week. And I get to any questions that come up throughout the week. I know that I don't have to stress about them because I go, I wonder what Michael thinks about this. And I'll either shoot you a message or just ask for some feedback. And, but if I had to summarize one thing, is the organic nature of it. It's not salesy. It's literally you taking me step by step, even as we do our direct messages, even as we go through, we do it in real time. It's not like, and I love that. I love that. You're not really reliant on like sending me funnels to watch this video. You do it occasionally, but it's more like it's about us instead of me following some system that you created, which is what I feel like I've gotten with other coaches.
Yeah, I believe in, I think the value of my coaching comes with me. I mean, I like to show up and provide value personally to my clients. And that's how I feel like you guys get the best results is I bring my experience and my knowledge, which I've developed over the last 15 years in this industry. And I bring that to the table on every call, and we work on whatever needs the most attention, and we get in there and we do it together. We get our hands dirty so you can learn. You can learn on the go. You can learn in real time, right? I don't just give you a bunch of theory and then have you go and scramble on your own and try and figure it out.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like the point of this coaching, the point of what I do with the point of working with my clients is to help them figure it out, right? Help them learn, right? It's not about just giving you the answers and then saying away you go, because I can give you the answers, but you need to learn how to get to that answer. You need to learn the process that goes into it, the thought process and the steps that you need to take mentally in order to reach that particular outcome that I've given you. So I like to be very hands-on, and thanks for highlighting that. And
yeah,
great answer.
Of course. And that's the best way. Don't mean up here, but that's exactly what you said. It's hands-on and it's applicational. It's not theoretical. And anybody who knows me, I hate theory. I hate spending hours on theory and not applying. And so
I think we all do.
Give me a little, and you apply it to 98% of every, of the rest of the session or whatever it is that we're doing. So I really appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate you too. So, I mean, before we wrap up here, I just want to ask you one more question. You know that the business coaching world is getting pretty crowded, especially since COVID. Seems like every second guy is supposedly a business coach now, especially for fitness pros. Some of them have only been coaching clients in the fitness space for less than a year, and now all of a sudden they're business coaches. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So there's an issue of trust a lot of the time when you're a business coach for fitness pros. You instantly get painted with that brush by a lot of people. So I want to ask you, what would you say to anyone who is kind of in a similar spot to where you were a few months ago? They're experienced working with clients. They've got a good base of clients, but they're kind of not managing their time well. They're not managing their income well, and they don't really know how to expand and scale from there. And they're not really sure about hiring this kind of support, even though it's they're needing to learn these skills in order to grow. What would you say to those people who are kind of hesitant to pull the trigger?
Oh man, I got three versions of the answer. I got a small answer, a medium answer, and a long answer. Let's go with the medium one here. Right off the bat, just do it. Like, the fact that I have this type of support for what it costs as well, you make it very affordable for us. It has truly been arguably the biggest blessing that I've had, in my life, in my business. And I've had a lot of strokes of luck and just, blessings come my way in the sense of that. But this is the biggest one, because from being in a position to struggling to make money and not knowing what to do next, to immediately just flipping a 180 and being like, yeah, I know what I got to do. It's a peace of mind that any business owner, I'm sure, is looking for, and especially trainers as well. Just do it. I mean, you started working with my friend Adam, right? And that's literally what I would tell him when we were having these deeper conversations. He was getting into the specifics, and I'm like, dude, I'm telling you as a friend, I'm not trying to sell you. I don't get anything out of sending you to Michael. Freaking hire him. Like, you'll make a return on your investment within like the first 2-3 weeks, like without a doubt. So to anyone who is hesitant or has considered it but doesn't know who to go to, another aspect is you've been in the fitness industry for 15 years. You've been a personal trainer for 15 years. So you're going to be able to help us more than someone who's just started being a business coach. Like, you have the hands-on experience with what it's like being with clients. And a lot of this fitness space is, like you said, people who've been training for a year realize they might not like it so much, but they know enough about talking that they can sell themselves through as a coach, as a business coach. But that's not the case with you. I mean, within the first week, you gave me a system that completely eradicated a lot of my worries and anxieties about running the business. So it's a no-brainer, dude. Like, if you're listening right now, if you don't do it, like, it's not smart. Like, just do it. If you don't have it, the support, get the support. This is how you do it. For sure.
Man, thank you so much. It's very humbling to me to hear you say that. And, you know, it feels good. I got to say, it feels good to know that I'm able to give this kind of support and make this kind of difference. So I really appreciate you saying those things. And I'm excited to see what we can achieve working together from here on out. And, you know, you're right. It is, you know, experience is the most valuable thing. And it's the most valuable thing that I can bring to the table. Because I from most of the time, most of my experience has taught me what not to do. And I've made all the mistakes. I didn't have me to teach me what to do, if that makes sense. I didn't have, I mean, I had a mentor. I had a great mentor to teach me all about anatomy and program design and how to work with clients and nutrition and all the rest. But what I didn't have was someone to teach me how to properly navigate the ins and outs of business. And that's something that took me years to finally learn. And now that, you know, in the most recent years of my in-person business, it made all the difference to know how to communicate in a way that brings health and fitness and business together to help lead people to their results.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a hurricane. Apparently I'm sitting in a hurricane all of a sudden. Like, over the course of this interview, the wind has really picked up something severe. So sorry about that, but hopefully it hasn't affected the quality too much. But again, thank you for giving such awesome answers. It's a lot of fun to celebrate you guys and your wins and how far you've come and everything you've learned. And it's an honor to work with you. And like I said, looking forward to what we can do in the future. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Me too, man. I don't plan on stopping. I really don't. As long as you're around, this will work for years for me. So let's make an impact.
Love it, man. Well, I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. So looking forward to kicking some goals, man. Thanks so much for coming on. Thanks for spending the time. Really appreciate it. And you have an awesome evening.
Awesome, man. You're welcome. My pleasure.